Damn, guys, even during quarantine, it never stops. It never stops. Now, I don't know about you, but to me, that sounds like a joke. Literally, all we have to go off of is those Discord messages. These commentary channels are vicious. They're looking for any little dropling of anything that they can turn into a huge story. One particular person who messaged me about this has made 2 videos against me that have been extremely popular. 2. And if I didn't make this video, then he would make a video.
Yeah, it was me. Not that PK really left much up to the imagination. What other person in the past several months has been known for making 2 videos specifically on PKRussl in the past? If you know anything about the entire PK drama and who made videos on him, D'Angelo Wallace made 1, Manga Common made 3 or 4, and I made 2. I know you were talking about me, PK, and if you want to call me a vicious, drama-hungry hater of you and nothing else, then not only did you not get anything from the videos I made where I mentioned I respected you and wanted you to improve, but it also makes me wonder why I had respect for you in the first place. I thought you were someone who was able to take criticism in stride. I tried my best in my 2 videos to not just call you a bunch of terrible things based on some of your actions that may have been misguided, but this video and what you've been doing can be seen as nothing less than a cover-up. Let me explain the situation and how I got involved. On PKRussl's Discord server, there's an individual named King Cal who is a moderator and basically runs the server now. There's also a user named Boobus, or Caro, who has been alleged to be dating Cal. I was messaged on Twitter through DMs by a source who wants to remain anonymous, but is a friend with many of the moderators, some of which knew this may have been happening, but didn't want to say anything thinking they'd be banned. And if you watch PK's video, I know what you're thinking, and no, they aren't Kaz, though he isn't quite as guilty as PK made him out to be. I was given many screenshots, including some from the moderator chat, and thought the info was pretty startling, but I didn't want to jump to any conclusions. At this point, my source hasn't sent me all the evidence, but said they'd be willing to if I wanted. Before that, I decided to message PK on Discord, because if nothing else, I thought he would take this seriously, even if he doesn't like me for my critical videos. He said show him the evidence, and I did. And I waited, and he never responded. This did give me the idea that something was suspicious, and my source informed me he was planning on making a video addressing the situation. I didn't expect him to mention me, but I did hope he would address all the evidence I brought to him, though it wasn't all that I could give him. That's when PK did something I wasn't expecting him to. He said that the claim was untrue, showed only 2 cherry-picked screenshots to fit what he was saying, and called any commentators that reached out to him vicious and drama-hungry. If this isn't spinning a narrative, I don't know what is. You know, PK, we could have talked this out, and you could have presented your case for why you think Cal's innocent, but if this is all you've got, I gotta laugh. You called out Pentagon in stories for cutting out context, right? Well, this is kind of hypocritical with the hundreds of messages you've deleted right after this video went up. I'm sure it has nothing to do with the situation, though, even though it happened only 2 hours after the video was posted. Let's take a look at his video and see everybody messed up on, cut out, twisted, and everything in between.
Now, I gave it to Cal because he's always been one of my most loyal viewers, always been one of my most loyal moderators. He's been a patron of mine. He's always been a huge help. And I've had many moderators over the years who are like that as well. And another one of them is named Kaz. Kaz was also a runner-up to be in this position of admin. The only problem is that he would always say edgy stuff. He would always push the line just a little bit too far, to the point where it started to break the rules, you know. So shortly after I make Cal the admin, Kaz decides to go into another YouTuber's Discord server and start spreading these rumors.
You might as well just say it. You don't blur out that this came from Digby's server. I saw the name from your screenshot. You should be more careful.
Boobus, I cannot believe I'm saying Boobus in this video, is I believe 16 years old. Cal, the admin for my server, is 22 years old, I believe. So these are the 2 people in question that they're saying are in a relationship. And if that's true, then that's very bad, because that is a large age difference, and one of them is under 18. So that's not good.
And here's screenshots proving their age. But wait a second. Karu, who was Boobus by these screenshots, said in a separate screenshot he wasn't 16, but rather 18. Why would he say this when he previously was regarded and said himself multiple times he was 16? Quite the head-scratcher.
So let's look at the proof.
But we don't get to see it, PK.
Canada asks, how long have you and Bob been together, Cal? Cal responds, hasn't been long. And then continues to say, it has been approximately 5 nanoseconds. Boobus, the person who King Cal is allegedly dating, says it's been longer. It's like our monthly anniversary thing today. Then Cal says our 3-month will be the day after 420. Now, I don't know about you, but to me, that sounds like a joke.
The nanosecond thing does sound like a joke, but the "our anniversary is right after 420" line doesn't appear that way. Not only that, but I sent him another screenshot that he for some reason decided not to show. Cal says, "It's going to be a year in April." You got it right finally, you big stupid. Time flies. True. Other than that, we have Boobus or Keru saying in these instances, "Cal keeps me up at night. He's a bad man. No, I love him. I give him tough love. Cal's mine. I'm gay for Cal. No, I'm taken by @KingCal. @KingCal. Love you. Good luck being the new overlord." And in this screenshot, it appears PK was participating in the conversation, so... And after he gets moderator role, Boobus says, @KingCal, grats babe, @KingCal, help daddy, Cal is my bee, ooh. If this is all a joke, that's a damn long joke Boobus has been playing all this time in so many instances where it could come off as not a joke. If the relationship is true, this makes sense. The younger party is usually told to keep the relationship a secret because it's forbidden love, but Boobus is talking every so often about it. King Cal isn't as much because he knows it'll set off alarm bells. I can't prove anything for sure, but if you want to take anyone's word for it, why not Boobus and Cal's themselves?
So I was curious after seeing that. I was like, yeah, that definitely sounds like a joke, but is there more to this that I don't know? So I messaged Boobus, and I said, hey there, what is all this I'm hearing about you dating Cal? Oh, hi, I'm not. Kaz doesn't like me, is what I've come to learn. Sorry you got involved. And I said, can you elaborate? And Rubus said, I just joke around about it in the server, just like everyone else does with each other. I think he took it the wrong way. It's confusing. Cal's just a friend of mine. See, the way I read Cal's messages were exactly how it's described here by Boobus, him or herself.
Yes, the cherry-pick screenshots you took that weren't all of them, nor did they show all the evidence.
And Boobus confirmed that it was a joke. What did Cal say? I reached out to Cal as well. I've covered both of our profile pictures here on Telegram just to protect our identity. I said, I'm very confused and have no idea WTF these people are talking about, LMAO. Can you fill me in? She sent me these saying it's proof you're dating a minor. So someone sent me all those screenshots that we just looked at. And I just, above here, I sent those screenshots to him. And I asked him to explain what the hell that was about because I wanted to know. And he said, they're accusing me of being a no. Kaz started the rumor in the which is what I was texting you about last week. But I'm not dating a minor. I'm not dating anyone. I'm not sure what bad blood I have with Kaz, but it stemmed from his departure, which is why I texted you last week about these rumors are starting to eat away at my mental health. I'm not fucking dating anyone, much less a minor on Discord of all places. So that was the entire evidence. That was all of it.
So you talked to the people who are supposedly in the relationship, who are now trying to cover the relationship and think because you got their opinion that solves everything. Getting the other side of the story is very important, but in this specific scenario, it might be better not to take their words so easily. Hey, O.J. Simpson, did you murder your wife? No. Well, I guess that solves it. No evidence required.
That is literally it. There were a few more screenshots that just show that Cal is 22 and Boobus is like 16 or something. That's accurate. So I'm telling you, yes, that is accurate. They are a large age difference, but literally all we have to go off of is those Discord messages.
Yep, all the evidence. No more. What evidence? They're just confirming their ages. There's no screenshot where Keru or even Cal contradicts themselves. No other evidence. Stop looking. It's done, okay? Jesus.
I mean, this is just ridiculous. This is ridiculous. You know, it seems to have all come from Kaz. Remember, the runner-up to getting the admin position in my Discord server, who I ended up not giving it to. I went with Cal instead of him.
Oh yeah, that Kaz guy. Both Boobus and Cal mentioned him as the source of everything bad, and the one who originally started telling it to people. He must be a really bad guy from what's to be believed.
And I don't think that he liked the way that Cal was running things, because Cal was not as edgy as he was. Kaz always took it way too far, was pushing the line of extremely offensive, always. He was always causing problems in my Discord server. And Cal put a stop to it, like he should have done. That's what his job was. And I think that Kaz did not like that.
Blaming someone else for everything happening as if there isn't evidence, and doing so to discredit the entire situation as petty drama among server leads, huh? Alright, I'll get back to that.
Before he left my server, these are the types of things he was saying. I just think we should be more pro-free speech in order to be a more desirable server to more demographics. Joke included in free speech. I don't want to see this place turn into some place that censors that word, and progresses to banning cuss words altogether. Now, the reason that he's saying this is because Cal was removing messages where he said things that were way too offensive because he was crossing the line. I think that made him just incredibly upset and angry. And I think that it made him not only angry, but salty that he didn't get the admin position on top of, being quote unquote talked down to by the person in power.
So, you're saying your server doesn't promote free speech? And if he was saying so much offensive shit, you need to provide that. Claims without receipts don't hold water. You should know this, PK.
So he left and took it to another YouTuber's server to try to get everyone in that server against me and my friends and my admin, try to get everyone there on his side because he was salty.
Well, the actual screenshot says, I left that place after I got my messages deleted because I was saying the admin was dating a minor. Not only that, I have the original message Kaz sent to PK through my trustworthy source with connection. It goes as follows. I'm contacting you here because it's been easier so far. I really didn't want to bring this forward or dump it onto you, especially during these stressful times. I don't know if you're aware, but Cal has elected a new moderator who we have proof of being an alt of an old account that was the center of some minor dramas in the past, but that doesn't matter at this point. What does matter is said person claimed to be 16 last year on their old account. The new account is them coming back and saying they're 18. They even admitted to Seal, now known as Echo, to being the old account, who commonly went under the name Karu. I'm not accusing Cal of anything. I just don't know if he's aware that Karu is lying or not, and I know they're in a relationship now. I also believe they didn't get moderator for the right reason. They aren't often active, and as I've mentioned before, have been in some slight drama. They go by Boobus now, or something, but a bit ago went as Lil Roo. If you want to talk further on this, either message me on here or preferably Discord since I'm more active there. Have a good night. PK responds, I don't care about any of this drama and I will not participate in it. That's why I handed the server over to someone else. If you have problems, talk to Cal about it. You've been causing a lot of problems lately. Get it together or you're banned. Stop talking about modder related stuff in general chat with no mods. Stop saying things like humor is slowly going to be restricted. I don't have time for this stuff, Kaz. Now let's give Parker the benefit of the doubt. He hasn't seen any of the screenshots yet and sees this as some petty drama. Even in that situation, it would be much better if he decided to hear Kaz out at least. Maybe the problems Cal put a stop to possibly had to do with him trying to tell people in general chat about what was going on. Just a thought. Another person gave him screenshots. He said this isn't proof lol and mentions the same two screenshots specifically he mentioned in the video. Other than the messages he sent to PK, which the source got from him, I got my screenshots completely separate from Kaz. This has gotten around through people other than just him. Don't throw all blame on him when it appears you clearly have a bone to pick with him and didn't listen to him in the beginning even for an instant when he had evidence. Another possible bit of trickery I found had to do with another admin named Jocko. Jocko was the first one to tell everyone in the moderator chat that Kaz was spreading this around, that it was untrue, and that he brought in people from the Digby server. In the mod chat, one asks, wait, I thought they were dating, or am I thinking of someone else? Said it all on Digby's server with no proof. They both told me they were not dating. I know Cal is dating someone. Cal told me he is single. Really? Huh. Guess he broke up with his BF or something without me knowing. So the admins know that Cal was most likely in a relationship, and there are all these screenshots showing the two interacting like such in a chat. Damn, this joke must be really good if even the moderators can't tell the difference. Maybe Jocko helped plant the seeds in PK's mind that this was all Kaz's fault and nothing but a petty drama, like when he ats PK and says, not sure if you saw what I said, but I'm just letting you know Digby had nothing to do with this. He wasn't around when this was being told. This was all Kaz's doing. My source speculates that the reason Jocko decided to say Kaz was guilty of lying and spreading rumors around was because Kaz called Jocko out on chasing popular YouTubers' coattails, and that this was a way for Jocko to get revenge. I don't have screenshots of this, however, so take that motivation with a grain of salt.
The reason that I'm telling you about all this, I was going to just ignore it because it's complete bullshit, it's stupid, it's the most ridiculous thing ever, and it doesn't deserve any ounce of my attention. But I'm telling you this because I've had commentary channels contact me about this, sending me the same screenshots, saying things like, we believe this is substantial evidence that your admin is a... Now, I'm not going to show you what they said. I'm not going to show you DMs. I'm not going to tell you who they are. But these people are some of the people who have made some of the most popular anti-PKRussl videos on YouTube. And they're really out here trying to tell me that this is proof that someone Isabel.
No, PK, I'm telling you, this is evidence, and this, and this, and this, and that, and this, and that. A whole bunch of things, PK. I will not say that it's true without a shadow of a doubt. I won't accuse anyone. All I'm doing is showing you what PK lied about, what the mods themselves said, what Kaz actually said, and much, much more. And PK, I know by saying anti-PKRussl videos, you're trying to tell people the videos have nothing to them and they're just hate, but I'm honestly insulted you would call my videos that when you reacted to my first and said it was civilized.
So I'm making this video to tell you all what the truth of the matter is and how ridiculous it all is, because if I don't, then commentary channels would make videos making it sound completely real, and I have to get the truth out there first, because otherwise I'd be boxed in.
PK, if there was any time when you were boxing yourself in and seeming discredible, it was with this video. Congratulations, you played yourself.
This is ridiculous. This is not how I wanted to spend my Saturday night, you know what I mean? Especially during a fucking global pandemic, dude. I cannot believe that people are trying to do this during a global pandemic, when the last thing we need is stupid drama like this. It's stupid.
Yeah, this is stupid, PK. I didn't want to spend my Saturday night looking at this either, especially with your maximum brain power portrait mode video. Also nice, once again trying to divert people from the situation where a 16-year-old might be with a 22-year-old by bringing up COVID. Classy.
And in response, people are probably going to say, oh, well, why don't you just remove Cal's power, Parker? Even if it's not true, that's just the safest route. You're right, it is the safest route. But you know what makes me different from other YouTubers is that I have, dignity.
This coming from the man who posted a certain pic to Twitter for his thousands of kid followers to see and still hasn't taken it down. You know what it is. I know what it is. Let's move on.
I have respect for people. I'm not just going to remove someone's powers because they were accused of something with zero substantial proof. That's not how I work, and that will never be how I work.
No evidence. It isn't there, Brain. Let's move on. And I still think, even if there was no evidence given to you at all, you should have temporarily unmodded him just to be safe. You want to treat people with dignity? How about the many kids in your Discord who are possibly at risk, The possibility alone should be enough. It isn't not treating people with respect. It's being safe for your fan base.
Now, would I remove him if there was actual proof that without a doubt proved that he was dating a minor? Of course I would. Of course I would. But I'm not going to remove one of my good friends from these powers just because a salty person who didn't get the admin role on my Discord server spread rumors without any substantial proof. I'm not going to do that. That goes against my values.
I won't say this is undeniable proof exactly, but it could be seen as pretty substantial, so if you don't remove him from the top spot of mods after this, mad disappointment.
These commentary channels are vicious. They're looking for any little dropling of anything that they can turn into a huge story. One particular person who messaged me about this has made 2 videos against me that have been extremely popular. 2.
And now it's going to be 3. Again, not that you didn't make it super obvious who I was.
And he sent the screenshots to me, and he said, this seems substantial evidence to me. I guarantee you, if I did not respond to that, which I didn't, and if I didn't make this video, then he would make a video titled something like, PKRussl has a running his Discord server. Stupid bullshit like that. Now, I don't know if that was actually his intention or not, was to see if I would respond, and then if not, make a video. That sure seemed what it was like.
That wasn't my intention, PK. Despite everything that's happened up to the point before I got involved here, I still genuinely had respect for you, considering the good you had done. And you're wrong. It wasn't not making a video that caused me to make this. It was the opposite. And if you, the audience, have been paying attention to this video, you can see why I felt like I needed to respond to it. You weren't boxed into a corner. You made that happen yourself when you chose to not take the situation seriously, not show evidence that was given to you and claim there was nothing else, delete hundreds of messages that could have been incriminating, slandering commentators' names, and generally handling this the worst way you possibly could have. This was a drama spun further out of control by your own doing, and here's a few more screenshots just to let you know. Karu is most likely from Minnesota from what he claims, where the age of consent is 16 but only goes to 20, and Cal is allegedly from Louisiana as he claims, where consent is 17 and goes to 20 again. Either way, this relationship would be seen as highly illegal. I still don't know for sure if this is happening. I can't go and read their minds, but I can read their messages. Considering the evidence, though, I might come to a conclusion myself, but that's up for you to decide. I still think it's best to remove Cal from such a place of power in the server full of kids when there's so much going against him here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.
Hey guys, this is just a last little recording to let you know that in this entire video I wasn't at all blaming Boobus or whatever his name is if he is involved in this, if this is happening, because in the occasion that it does happen, it's usually when the younger one is being manipulated, so I don't see anything wrong with him, but rather Cal, if it is happening. That's just what I wanted to say. Bye.